Welcome to this version of Life of an Artisan. And today we're going to talk about how we select a fragrance and artwork and when you get a launch, how all that magic happens. And so the first thing is selecting fragrance. And I invested a lot of time into learning how to pick fragrances, and I have a kind of a I won't call it a scientific process, but it's a definite methodology, and it works and works well. So the fragrance comes first. That's where the magic is. And once the fragrance is selected, then we start thinking, and when I say we, I mean Lexi and I start thinking about what themes match that fragrance and what artwork would be good. And so I'll give an example of our upcoming launch of Venere, which is inspired by Valentino's Uomo Born in Roma Coral Fantasy. So I selected the fragrance, and then we start looking at, kind of who is this fragrance? And the answer is romantic. Is a big thing, and so we start thinking about what kind of artwork would fit romance, keeping in mind that this is a fragrance that was developed in whatnot in Italy. So we start coming up with some ideas. We try some different things, and we kind of settled on a very romantic couple from Italian lore, which is Venus, who was the Italian goddess of love, and Mercury, the god of war. And the two of them, they hung out together. I think they may have even had kids. But so we settled on a romantic look for the artwork for that. And then Lexi went to work. Lexi is a really good artist. And with AI, there are concerns I have about AI, and we all should have. It's very good for some things, and you have to have skill in telling it what you want. And Lexi, who is studying AI in school, knows how to do that and do that really well. And so she came up with the artwork that you're going to see. It's really good artwork, and it really matches both Italy and what we're doing. So that's how we did that one. So if you look back to Golden Pour is a Kilian's Angel Share on the Rocks. So I selected that fragrance, and then we started studying. Well, as it turns out, the founder of Kilian's is one of the Kilian's folks from the Hennessy cognac dynasty. And so we started looking into that, and everything rolled down from there. He founded Kilian's in order to have fragrances that kind of draw from the history of Hennessy, and various fragrances and smells that would have been part of the process along the way. And so that's how the artwork happened. And interestingly, they advertise it as a boozy fragrance, but it's not, which I thought was really funny. I think the Kilian, the founder, came up with the fragrance because the scent notes are all correct. And then I'm guessing that the marketing folks at Hennessy said, "What do you mean it's not boozy? Put that as the first note." And anyway, so that is how we do it. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. I did miss some things. So we can't just come up with the artwork. As most of you know, we use metallic labels, which is something we're very proud of. Well, with metallic labels, what you see in the artwork is not what you get on the label. And so you have to learn how to tweak artwork so that when it prints and you have it on the label, that it'll look good. And so we always have to do that. It is, I haven't heard this term in a long time, WYSIWYG, but that used to describe software that, what you see is what you get. And when doing artwork for metallic labels, what you see is not what you get. And so, And then from that, the rest is all production related, which is where Joe gets involved and where Joe takes over would be a better, more accurate thing to say. And so that's how it happens. Thank you for joining us on this version of Life of an Artisan. Bye now.